Wow. You've seen a lot.
You were born during transition, but you rose to the challenge. You have shown resilience through the eye of the storm
And triumphed through the shadows of adversity.
Now you're here.
Here to shake, here to move.
And to shape your entire future.
One day, one step, one moment at a time.
And this time, we celebrate
Your accomplishments, your determination, your success.
You are ready.
You are the legacy of legends. And the best way to honor a legend is to become one.
Good afternoon. I would like to welcome you to the 141st commencement exercises for Shaw High School. This is a wonderful event. We are so proud of our 2020 graduates.
Hello, Shaw graduates. You've done it, you've made it. I just want to give you a few thoughts and ideas to carry you now that you've crossed this amazing time in your life. This is a beautiful moment for you and your families to realize graduation and to walk the stage at Shaw High School. I want to give you some thoughts on just living in a new reality. You know, we have some issues that we're facing in this country right now. If you turn on the news and when this airs, we're still dealing with the coronavirus crisis. You know, by the time we get to this video, we'll be over 2 million cases in this country. It's a very difficult time right now to be entering into your adulthood life. We also know that there's protesting nationwide. There's civil unrest, not only coronavirus, but we also have civil unrest all over the country. Folks are exercising their rights and protesting injustices. But then also, and because I use 3 C's, the third C is your coins, the economy. We're headed into a recession, and some of you may be worried about how you're gonna earn money, how you're gonna make ends meet. I wanted to give you a couple of points here just for a few minutes, just talking about living in this new reality that we're in. The first thing I wanna talk to you about is what should you be focusing on? You know, I don't want you to be watching the news and focused on what's going on so much that it begins to depress you. It begins to get you down. You need to be focusing on what you're pursuing in life, right? So my first point is that I suggest you create content for the culture. Y'all know what that means. You know there's culture vultures out there. You know, people try to duplicate, imitate, and do things to be like us. But what I'm saying here, and it's in light of recent news, we have to create content that shows the pride that we have in ourselves. How can I do that? What am I supposed to do? How do I put a face on my pride and who I can be as a person? Well, let's talk about your social media. What's on your feed? What's on your timeline? Do you have opportunities where you create content that push forward what's important for your culture, your agenda, your generation? I was watching recently, ESPN put on an episode of The Last Dance, categorizing Michael Jordan and the Bulls. There was footage created that could show you how great that team was. Well, I truly believe every person that's in this senior class is a great individual that's headed for great things. But you need to start documenting your story and creating your content. How else can you do that? In your resume building. You need to start picking up experiences. You need to start picking up things on your transcripts, college transcripts. Start picking up some degrees in your life. That's creating content for the culture. Because they can do all kinds of things to you to dissuade you, to discourage you, to oppress you. But if you are telling your own story, If you're being the star of your own reality show, then you too will be able to make an impactful, powerful position in this world. You know, when you were in your family, you were just a cast member of the reality show. You were just on the couch. You just walked in for a couple of different episodes. But now that you're crossing into this adulthood and this measure of graduation, you are the star of that reality show. My question to you is, what content are you creating to feed that timeline? You know, my second point here, and the first thing with living in a new reality is you have to create content for the culture. The other thing I know is that you have to count as a citizen. So that means you have to vote. President Obama said, don't boo, vote. You need to make sure, some of y'all is 18, you've been 18. Some of y'all know there's an election coming. You need to go vote. Count yourself present as a citizen. You need to protest. If you don't like something, you need to peaceably protest. You need to let the powers that be know that you don't like it. You need to participate in government. You need to show up at city council meetings. You need to show up at events where they're talking about you. But here's one piece that I want to tell you. To count as a citizen, one of the most important ways you can do that is to run for office. Those of you that are sitting here now that are listening to my voice, you can run for office and you can be the change. We don't have to protest about it and wait for somebody else to do it. Let's take over the government and we could do it. Now my last point to you, because I'm not going to keep you, we have just a great time here just celebrating your graduation and celebrating your growth. Not only in living in a new reality, Shaw Class of 2020, do you need to create content for the culture? Not only do you need to count as a citizen, but you need to challenge your core. Hear what I'm saying? Don't be the same person you were in the halls of Shaw. Don't be the same person you were at Heritage. You need to continue to evolve and grow as an individual. There needs to be self-reflection. You need to make sure you exercise in your mind and your body. There are things in this world that want to discourage you and get you down. You need to make sure that you're taking care of your core self. It may mean going to therapy and sitting and talking through some things with folks. It may mean meditating and being well in your mindset. Even in the religious circles, some of you may be familiar, and it says, I must die to self. That means you need to sear those things that are bad in yourself that are holding you back from achieving your goals. You need to surround yourself with diverse people. See, one of the things we had at Shaw, we're homogeneous. It's 99% African American in East Cleveland. So you don't see the diversity that's out here in the world when you're walking up and down the halls of Shaw High School. But I encourage you to challenge yourself to go interact with people that are different from you so you can expand your global perspective. Create content for the culture. Count yourself as a citizen and challenge your core. If you do that, I promise you, as Uncle Henry, because this is not the CEO, this is not the superintendent, at graduation day, it's Uncle Henry. You'll be successful living in this new reality. Thank you and congratulations, Shaw Class of 2020.
Congratulations, 2020 graduating class of Shaw High School, and to say the way I like to say it, congratulations, EC, for doing what you've done. This is a great honor for me to stand before you today, and I'm so pleased to be here to share this virtual experience with the faculty, the staff, your friends, parents, and especially the graduates here today. Before I go any further, I would like for all the graduates here to think about people in their lives that helped you along the way. Teachers, friends, neighbors, parents, people that just went out of their way to help you get to the place where you are today. Take a moment at some point and thank them for what they did for you. I like to quote Albert Einstein. He says, education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. That's powerful because we go through school and learn things, but everything can't be put to good use. During your time in school, you've learned and mastered everything required to meet the state's graduation requirements. Math, science, history, English, foreign language, and everything else the school asks you to learn. I applaud you. You collectively are brighter and smarter than previous generations. Outside of school, you have more complex information thrown at you than any of the people in my generation. Not only do you receive more information, you have more ways to communicate with each other that just didn't exist when I was growing up. I'm talking about iPhones and iPads and iStuff that I never heard of when I was a kid. You deal personally with issues that we never talked about in our family as I was coming of age. The administrators and staff at this great school tell me that you guys and ladies are good. Very good, and again, I applaud you. Understanding that many of you work and have jobs, many of you will continue and go off to the world of work, and some of you will go off to the military. And yet others will go off to colleges and universities, but each member of this class will begin to make a mark on our country and on our community. To put it bluntly, I am on the downside of my career. You as graduates, the folks who are taking our places, are inheriting a mess. I want to be honest with you. And the achievement of great expectations is not going to be easy. Unfortunately, with all the issues and problems swirling around our world, swirling around our country and our community, I do not believe that 2020 we will be able to legislate our way out of the issues that we're facing. The coronavirus has taken over 100,000 lives of Americans, all races, all genders, and all ages. But I assure you, they will find a vaccine. They will find a pill that's going to cure the illnesses that face our country and our world today. But I can also assure you that they will never find a vaccine or a pill to address what I feel are the real issues in our society today: bigotry, hate, and racism. Bigotry, hate, and racism. They're the issues you're going to have to deal with, and we did not successfully deal with it in my generation. You all know what people are marching about and protesting about today. These are real issues. We're fighting today for the hearts and minds of people. The hearts and minds for children, the hearts and minds of our community. I'm concerned too many of us are going to sit back and wait for things to get better. The answer is you can't do that. I call all who graduate today that we should consider ourselves deputized to get involved, deputized to make a difference in this world. And we must find a way to get involved and be part of the solution. Marion Wright Edelman says that service is the price we pay to live. Some people call it paying it forward. We all know that there's a lot of work to do, and it has to start today with you as the graduates. We all have something that we can contribute to our society, and I ask that we consider doing it. This is a different world than I grew up in. It's a different world than most of your parents grew up in. I urge you today to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. I ask that you love your God and you pray and help us to understand that we're going to have some difficult days ahead. And I do wish you well, and God bless you. Amen.
Congratulations, class of 2020. As President of the Board of Education, I bring you greetings from all of our board members: Vice President E. Westbrooks, Dr. Mary Rice, Mr. Vernon Robinson, and Mrs. Stephanie Stedmeyer Walls. You are and will become the class that everyone will remember because of all the obstacles you had to overcome in order to graduate from Shaw High School. Years from now, people will always remember not only the year 2020, but also the many students who made it through the COVID-19 pandemic and earned their diploma. You will be revered through history. Many of you started your journey at Shaw High School with the motherly love and guidance of Superintendent Dr. Myrna Qualley and now you are graduating from the fatherly guidance of our new CEO, Dr. Henry Pettigrew. In many ways, you could say that you got the best of both worlds, which in many ways you could say is priceless. But you proved to so many people that you were unbreakable. Before school were closed, many of you had to travel through mean streets on a daily basis to get to school, but even more important, to get back home after a challenging day at school. You did it. I call you unbreakable, and we are proud of your persistence. Either that's courage or just plain old cardinal toughness. Regardless, thank you for your efforts. You will always be remembered. After the schools were closed, many of you had younger brothers and sisters that became your sole responsibility when you could no longer go to school. You fed them. In some ways, you bathed them. You helped with their homework along with doing your own studies. You were thrust into responsibilities that you never envisioned before the pandemic, but you took on the responsibility without hesitation. We are so proud of you, and that's why I call you unbreakable. Many of you will attend schools of higher learning later this fall. Do yourself and our community a great job. Show the world what cardinal spirit means. Finish whatever you start and come back to your community and provide leadership, inspiration, and hope to those who follow your lead. Spread your wings, Cardinals. Fly as high as you can and as far as you want. Yes, you are unbreakable, but more importantly, you are Cardinal strong. God bless you, and again, congratulations.
Hi, my name is Anaya Clark. I want to say thank you to my parents for setting a goal for me throughout high school. Even though there were times I wanted to give up, they kept pushing me and still to this day motivate me to strive for greatness. Thanks to my teachers for staying on me, making sure I did everything I was supposed to do. To new friends and friends from the past that I reconnected with, I want to personally thank you for taking this journey with me and most importantly, sticking together as a team. To me, family, friends, and motivators are important. Where would I be? Where would you be? Where would we be as a class, as one of the first graduating classes of the decade? Even though we weren't able to finish the year how we wanted, we were able to persevere and stay strong and fought together through everything we've been through. We all know it felt like a never-ending road that will continue with the passing of loved ones and friends. Although those were hard times, we stuck together no matter what, and now we can finally raise our heads to the sky, smile, and say we did it. As Dr. Seuss said, sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. So as we turn our moments into memories, let's continue to make memories as our moments happen.
Good afternoon, Board of Directors, Ms. Woodenberg, faculty and staff, family, friends, and my fellow graduates. My name is Jefferson Ajete, and I stand before you today as the valedictorian of the Shaw High School graduating class of 2020. I would like to share a personal story with you all. This time 4 years ago, I found out my family and I had the opportunity to come to this country. Of course, the news excited me, but as the time neared for us to move, fear quickly began to set in. Fear of leaving extended family members, fear of leaving friends I grew up with, and most importantly, fear of fitting in. Although my family might know me as a talkative, I have a flaw, quickly adjusting to new environments. The time arrived for my family and I to come to the United States. I had on a SpongeBob SquarePants short sleeves with ripped jeans to show America the swag I had. Boy, was I wrong as the 20-degree January breeze hit my skin and sent shivers across my body. I said to myself, is this America? To be honest, I don't know what I was expecting. An applause from everyone at the airport, or better yet, a check for coming to the free world. I was shocked. Endless hours of going to the internet cafe to watch movies and YouTube videos on how to speak like an American to prepare me to fit into America, and there was no difference. Infrastructure and opportunities in America might have been the biggest difference between the two worlds, but everything was the same. I even noticed that most people embraced the African culture more than some people I knew back home. So here are my thoughts. Change is good, but you shouldn't change if it means changing who you are as a person. I've learned my lesson and I would like to give advice to my fellow classmates. Friends, we are about to embark on a journey outside of high school and we might not cross paths again. Now look back at these 4 years of high school. From most of you being excited to transition from middle school to high school to working hard throughout high school to get to where you are today. This is the end. My time at Shaw has been the most memorable years of my life, and I know most of you will agree. During these years in high school, we took tests most of us didn't like taking, had teachers who taught us life lessons, and made friends who listened to all we went through throughout high school. Now, as we leave high school, I want you all to live by these advices. First of all, always be yourself. Life after high school is going to be different for all of us. Be it going to college, starting a business, learning a trade, or serving in the military, just to name a few, you are going to meet people from different walks of life. Don't feel pressured to change who you are in order to fit in. I made the same mistake during my time in high school because I thought I wouldn't fit in, and that is stressful. Be you, and I assure you that you will meet people who are just like you. Also, remain curious. As the proverb, curiosity killed the cat, might give being curious a bad reputation. Each one of you should remain curious in your journey outside of high school. From my personal experience, I was asked multiple questions during my first year at Shaw. Did you eat with lions? And can you speak in cliques? Were a few of many questions I received from some of my classmates. At first, I thought these were stupid questions because who in their right minds will get close to a lion, let alone have a meal with it? But as time went on, my perspective changed. My classmates weren't trying to make fun of me. They were just curious to know me as a person. Sorry to all those I ignored back then, and no, I don't speak in cliques. The message I'm trying to share is to always stay curious in your journey and never keep to yourself. Thank you to everybody who made high school special, and I know we will all look back and say, we are the definition of success because of Shaw.
It is my pleasure to confer that the class of 2020 at Shaw High School have met the graduation requirements for the Ohio Department of Education and the East Cleveland City School District.
Makayla Randall. Nautica Aaron. Hakeem. Samira Abdul Raouf. Ayana Abdullah Green. Erica Adams. Jefferson Agite. Jerimaya Arline. Brianna Barnett. Ashanti Beacoat. Chandler Baucom.
Kyrese Bland.
Carra Barton. Seth Brown. Darnaia Brown. Cameron Brown. Daenerah Campbell. Marnae Brown. Jordan Buchanan. Anaya Clark. Delisha Bronner. Harris Bush Lee. DeSaint Chesney. Andrea Deaver. Tavon Cleggett. Rihanna Connell. Jonathan Clay. Mark Cox Jr. Riaunte Crockett. Jae'lyn Debose. Shavell Coleman. Gary Davis. James Cutright. Kiani Clark. Alante Evans. Alexia Gant. Markia Fair. Antoinette Ellis. Marquita Edwards. Mylena Edwards. Stephanie Fisher. Andre DeJarnette. Savion Green. Deshaun Guthrie. Camille Gibson. Calvin Jeter II. Taylor Glass. Davana Gunter. Ervin Gulley Jr. Keandre Hale.
Ashanti Hamilton.
Maya Henry. Benetta Hamilton. Corintha Harden Pruitt. Riaunte Harkness. Armond Hayes. Samari Harris. Lavail Harris Jr. Dalius Hanson. Kason Hurd. Okay. Jameesha Harris. Kayla Hudson. Naaman Hubbard. Amerie Hudson. Alexis Hopkins. Brian Johnson. Jah'Vierra Jackson. Nyla House. Taylor Hines.
Hey!
Brianna Jones. Monica Jones. Denzel Johnson. Joshua Johnson. Shanasia Johnson. Tamaya Jones. Trayshawn Kennedy. Orlando Lindsay. Chantrell Morris. Yes. Jasmine King. Roman Knowles. Camario Malone. Antonio Mayhew. Jayla Kyle. Callie Little. to smile. Ready? Jean Johnson. James Parker. Davion Mosley Wesley. Jalen Pearson. Jaquan Pampley. Kayani Morris. Darrell Pickett Jr. Jatara McCants. Nia Mills. Heaven Morris. Nevaeh Richardson. James Polk. Elena Pitts. Josiah Pope Jr. Shakara Robertson. Jada Reese. Diamond Hope. Raekwon Robinson. Brandon Jones.
Yay!
Kyra Smith. Aaliyah Sharp. Talia Smith. Micah Sharpley. Delita Powell. Dion Shelton. Shanice Sims. Rihanna Scales. Elijah Smith. DeAngelis Spivey. Sincere Sowell. Jaylyn Sullivan. Samaj Stewart. Demarion Tomlinson. Jalen Thomas. Leasia Stewart. Tiana Sweeney. Dominic Stewart. Constance Taylor. Nikia Thomas. Janaea Michael Wheeler. Taekwon Wallace. Kiera Varese. Million Taylor. Debonair Whitney. Tyler Witt. India Trust. Michael Ward. Yes. Ariana Utley. Sadia Jenkins. Zaria Ward. Giorgio Wise. Tamaya Williams. Deja Woodard. Telvin Witten. Jamont Williams Slaughter. Michael Williams Jr. Taria Williams. Jaya Williams. Miracle Williams. Shaya Williams.
Congratulations, Shaw High Class of 2020. I am Kathy Grant, President of the Shaw High School Alumni Association, where I graduated in the class of 1977. On behalf of the Alumni Association, we welcome you to Cardinal Alumni status. As future members of the Shaw High School Alumni Association, you are tasked with continuing your commitment to success and achievement. Each year, the Alumni Association hosts fundraisers and events to provide scholarships to our graduating seniors. Due to the COVID-19, this year's scholarship deadline has been extended to June 30th. So visit eastclevelandschools.org to access the scholarship application as well as the application to join the Alumni Association. We are excited to have you join our organization. Again, congratulations on your success. We wish you all the best.
To the class of 2020 at Shaw High School, I want to wish you all well as you begin your new journey in life. You have already demonstrated that you have the courage, the perseverance, the resilience to survive anything, as you have already endured a world pandemic. Please take these strengths with you as you continue to reach your goals in life. Remember to always reach for the stars. May God bless all of you. Remember that we are all very proud of you.